Let me turn enable original sound is on. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do this without the mic. What I'll do is just turn the music down so you'll hear me. I'll try to solve this mic issue a little bit later. It's no problem. We can do it without the mic. We've done it before. All right, ladies, so twerking 101. Twerking 101. Let me just make sure that my screen is still up. We're still fine and dandy. Let me see. Yes, we're still okay. All right, so we have twerking 101 right now. What I'm going to do is just turn my music up to a limit that I think you should be able to hear. And then you can just tell me if you're still hearing my voice. Are you hearing my voice? You're hearing my voice over the music? Sort of? Alright, let me turn it down a little bit. So what I'll do, are you hearing me now over the music? Good? Okay, so we're going to keep it, alright, okay. So we'll keep it like this for now. Well, for the rest of the class, and I'll just try to stay in this zone so that you can hear me. Alright? So I don't know, technology is sometimes not the most reliable thing, yeah? But we're going to still have fun. Welcome to the final day of Dance Week, Part 3. I'm so grateful for you guys for being here. So we're going to do some twerking today, and just like I did for Winding 101, I've broken the class into 3 segments. You're going to have a chance today, just like we did for Winding 101, to practice. Alright, I got some great reviews on that practice mode of teaching that I did on Wednesday. So I'm going to apply it to this twerk class as well. Alright, so shake the hands down. Remember, twerk is really just about having fun, relaxing, and everything goes. Not about being tight, not about too much structure. Shake all the legs, shake all the arms. Bring the arms down, bring it up, shake it down, shake it up, shake it down, shake it up, and bring one leg up. A dynamic type of hamstring stretch. Yes, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to turn to the side and we're going to do quads. Nice big stretch, just a quick stretch. Active stretch in the quads. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to warm those ankles a little bit. Just do a little bounce. Focus on the breath out. So remember, the mode of this class is practice. We want to learn. So even though we're getting warm, we're getting the heart pumped up, getting the circulation going, you still want to think about really focusing on that goal that you have. Alright, so now, reach the front just before I go into hip thrust. Because I was just about to go into hip thrust, but then I remember I really wanted to warm up the upper body as well. Alright, come to a step. Step it out. So the first segment of the class, ladies. The very first thing that we're going to be doing is a thrusting forward and back. Forward, back. So you don't need to bend the knees all the way down here. So you can keep to a nice level, which is right about your mid-level, and push forward and back. So what we're getting here is not just a thrust, we're getting a nice stretch in the front of the thighs and the back as well. That's it, really go. In, out. Again, keep going. 3, 5. Keep going. And 1. I'm going to keep my timer close by because I really want us to have that sense of timing working with me. Alright. Keep going. In, out, in, press it back, in, press it back. And one of the things I want to bring your attention to is what are known as twerk hands. The twerk hands, you turn the fingers inside. If you're here, that's what you do. Here, that's it. Good. All right? Again, warming up. Forward, back. Get the lower back involved. So the lower back right above the butt. Yes. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Taking into the upper back. That's it. Just really think about that. Swinging back and forth. Dropping the hips, lifting the hips. That's it. Dropping the hips, lifting the hips. That's all we're working on. A few more reps. Hip, back. Think about lifting the booty. Lifting the booty. Lift it up. Back. Lift. Lift. What I invite you to do as well, bend forward. Bend. Bend. Here we're going to stay here. So just a bump. Push. That's it. Just shake it out. We're going to do that again. So that's the basics of the twerk. Twerk, just pushing back, backing it up. Push it back, back it up. Anything you want to call it. Yeah? So we're going to go again. 3, 2, slow mo again. 1. Hey. Hey. That's it, ladies. 1. Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it here. Here. Push it back. No breath, no heavy breathing. Just relax and push back. That's it. Think about the booty, lifting the booty. The upper back is thrusting back. As you return from a thrust forward. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's it, ladies. Push back. That's it. That's it. Love those shorts. Love those shorts, Andy. Keep going back. Keep pushing back. Good. Keep going back. All right, good. Relax it, ladies. Here's what we're going to think about now. So we have our hip thrust. That goes back. And one goes forward. We're going to start with the back one first. So the back one goes like that. Pushing back. Take our head and walk. And pull it back. 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 Yeah, you see? Stay pushing back. 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 That's it. That's the intention. Pushing back. Hey. Back. Back. Here. And my hands are just free. You can have them here, wherever is better for you. And what I want you to start feeling as well, keep doing that, keep doing it. What I want you to think about as well is trying to feel like a sort of a jiggle, right? Even if you have the smallest of booty, it doesn't matter. You will feel a jiggle if you thrust back with enough force. So even if that means pushing against a wall and pushing back, you can do that. Or you can push back against a wall, whichever one you prefer. Yes. All right? So push back, back, back. That's it. Just push back. Yes, ladies. That's it. That's it. Keep going. Keep pushing back. That's it. That's it. Keep pushing back. Back, back, back. And the upper body is doing nothing. All the work is down here. Remember, storm below and soft up top. Back. And back. That's it. Back, back. On the beat, go back. On my count, we're going to go fast. And again. Alright, relax. 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 Season settle. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do that same thing. The only difference now is that we're gonna do with twerk hands. We're doing it with twerk hands, and so the hands will turn in like that. And you push back like this. Back. Yes. That's it. That's it. Listen. It's the last day of the week. It's the last day of Dance Week Part 3. Ladies, straight back as we music. That's it. Let me see here. Let me see who's with me tonight. Yes, I see you, Jade. Keep going back, girl, Jade. That's it, girl. That's it. Go, yes. Let me see who else is on my screen here. Go, Daniel. That's it, girl. I see you feeling it. That's it. Enjoy yourself. That's good. Listen, go, Sandy. Sandy in her back to your rider. Guys, in Jamaica, we call these little jeans shorts. When they come up to your booty like that, we call them back to riders. You go, Lynn. I see you, Lynn. That's it. That's exactly it, mama. That's it. Keep going. Back it up. Yes. Very nice. And for everybody else, Linnea, Andy, Deandra, Kristen, Rachel, I hope you all are doing well. Shake it out. All right, ladies. Very nice. Excellent. So what I want you to think about now, we're going to thrust forward. Now, thrusting forward is it's similar to that one. Usually, it looks like that. Forward. So forward, what I want you to think about is not necessarily the thrusting forward, because the thrusting forward is not necessarily twerking, but what I want you to really think about is dropping even further down, because the next one we're going to be moving to is just moving at double time. Alright? So now, instead of moving back, 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 we're going to thrust forward with that in mind, that the next thing we're going to be doing is drop, 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 drop. Alright? So kind of getting the muscles, everything awake to feel that a little bit. Alright? There we go. 5, thrusting forward. 6, 7, 8. Here we go. Thrust. 2, 3, 4. That's it. Relax it. That's it. Push it forward. And everybody's getting these movements tonight. That's good. Excellent. Basic twerk step. Thrust it forward. That's it, ladies. Everybody's doing so well. That's it. Keep pushing forward. Thrusting forward. That's it. Forward. That's good. So, keep going. 1. Give me a go. 8 counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake off those legs. Shake off the legs. Shake them out. 1 step. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the movement with that double time movement. Some people are only able to do this after taking a couple shots. When you're on the road and you've had a couple shots, that's the only time because you're not feeling your legs anymore. Alright? So we'll go down, bend as low as you can, and the butt is going to be thrusting up, down. Same movements we did a while ago, but now we're cutting the time in half and doing it as fast as possible. Like a drum. Alright? So it looks like that. My turn. Right? So that's what we're working on now. Alright? So here we go. So we're going to do it. I turn my legs down a little bit, slightly, and we're just going to go here. So catch that beat. Everybody still hearing the music here? Slightly? Kind of? Okay, good. We're still hearing the music. Drop the hip. Drop the hip. As soon as that music speeds up, we're going to go 8, relax. Then 8, relax. So 8 going quickly, and then 8, relax. Alright? 2, 3. This music is so slow. I'm going to speed up this music. Hold on. This one is fast on. Just a little bit. Alright, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pause. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pause. Again. Drop, 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 pause. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pause. And what I want you to think about, so if you have the basics of the step, which is just pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. Now what I want you to think about is kind of trying to isolate the bam bam. So it almost looks as if the legs, the pelvis is not necessarily involved, but it's just, the booty is just shaking. You see? So you reach a point now where it's less about up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and it's moving so quickly that all you're seeing now is ba, 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 ba. So you still have the pelvis moving, but now it's really focused on the bam bam. Alright? Let's try. Here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And up. Good, ladies. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up. That's it. That's it. 6, 7, down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. So you really want to see everybody think about that thrust forward. So not only the drop back. So the reason we did both forward and back is so you have a feel of both thrust areas. So there's a thrust to the front and a thrust to the back. Alright? So you don't want to just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Let's practice it. Let's practice it. I don't want to confuse you. Here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax. 5, 6, 7. Here we go. I come for this one. 5, 6, 7, 8. And up. 5, 6, 7, 8. And up. 5, 6, 7. Like this. Go 1. And up. That's it. That's it. Do it one more time. Let me see. 1, 3, 4. Ready? 5, 6, 7. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's good. That's good. So here's what we're going to do now. Because this movement is focused on the bam bam, here's what I want you to think about. We're going to the twerk hands. So the twerk hands, as I said, lean over like that. Yeah? So we're doing the same thing. Just now, we're pushing back like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop. Yeah? So now, not only are we focusing on the rear, we've elevated it higher, so now we're actually pushing up. Yeah? Yes, soak at twerk, soak at twerk. Yes, ladies, yes, that's it. Come again. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Stop. Hey, move on. Stop. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop. Again. Stop. All right, your turn now. I want you to go through it. I want you to practice that. Here we go. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. You go. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. And 1, 2, 3. And good. And 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop. Here's what I want you to challenge yourself with now. So I'm going to give you a basic count, but if you want to follow my count, that's fine. But I see some persons have been going a little bit longer than the 8, which is excellent. So I want you to push yourself. So if you can go beyond the 8 counts, practice, push yourself beyond 8 counts. Because what happens is the more you can do, is the longer you're able to sustain. The better, the more comfortable you feel, the more confident you feel with it. Alright? So I'm going to give you just a couple seconds, a couple minutes to just practice this by yourself. Alright? And I'm just going to scroll through and look at you and give you little pointers. Alright? Are we ready? In 4, 4, on top. That's right. Warm yourself, Jade. Warm yourself. She's over there warming herself. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And go. Go. That's it. That Jade, listen, Jade, you're gonna break the screen. Never broke the screen, miss. Good. Excellent. Keep going, ladies. Keep going. Let me see if I can speed up my soca mix. Because it's gotten a little bit slow on me. Let me move it a little bit faster. Yes. Yes, it's a little bit faster. That's it. So see if you can hear the music. I turn it up a little bit. Yes. That music is faster, right, Danielle? That music, are you hearing it? Yes. I see you. She's already seeing the music. Here we go. On your own time. That's it. Keep going. That's it. Yes, ladies. That's it. Love it, Daniel. That's it. Keep moving. Keep moving. Yes. Good. And what you can do sometimes too is release the legs. So you can release the legs to like instead of only staying in the middle, you can open the legs a little bit wider than shoulders apart. Turn the knees out instead of in and try to see how good that feels different for you. Yes. Just keep trying that. Keep trying to see how that feels different. And when I come back, I will see yes, 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 yes. All right, let me see. Keep going, everybody. So I'm at the end. Yes, Lynn, keep going. Keep going. So you can put some more arch in the back. Some more arch in the back. Yes, and push the booty up. Yes, don't be afraid. Just let it go. That's it, girl. That's it. Yes. Right. So don't be afraid to bend the knees. Everybody, don't be afraid to open the legs. Even if you get a little tired in the leg, it's fine. It's not going to take it out. But when you want to go in, you bend down, turn the knees down, and just shake them out like that. So what you find is that, look at how I do it. If I do it, and this is for everybody. If I turn the knees in, and I just go here, it looks different than if I just open the legs and just go, hey. So there's more stand-up. Yeah? It's more stand-up. Yeah? Keep going. I'll give you 1 more minute, and we're going to go into what I call jiggling. Jiggling, wobbling, and winding 101, we call it shimmy. Alright, if you get that cramp, just stretch, shake the legs out. Yes, excellent work. Shake the legs out. That's it. Shake the legs out. Yes. Yes, good job. Good work. Good work. Relax the legs and just go back in. Yes. Relax the legs. Even wider with the legs, Danielle. Even wider. Just try. Even wider with the legs. Just shake the legs. Yes. I know it's upward at first. Yes. And just drop the booty down. Yes. Much better. Yes. Yes, Danielle. Yes. That's it. You see, soca is about being scandalous, yeah? It's about being guilty on the road. Hey, it's about, yes. Yes, girl. Alright, you going. Jade, what's with you over there? Yes, yes, Sandy. Listen. Yes, yes. Yes, Sandy is all about it. Yeah, okay, alright. Listen. I would not be surprised if Sandy goes on her head and starts to shake. I would not be surprised today. Yes, Lynn. Yes, Lynn. Keep going. I'm seeing you, Lynn. Keep going, Lynn. Also, yes, Lynn. I want more from Lynn. I want more from Lynn. So what I want to ask Lynn to do is open the legs, just like I said to Daniel just now. Open the legs and push back the back just like that. Yeah? Push back. Try that. See how different it feels. Push it way back. We have about 8 seconds. Yes, ladies. That's better. Yes. Yes. Good. Excellent, ladies. Listen, we're all twerking. We are all soca babies, soca divas, soca queens today. Excellent work. Excellent work. All right. Relax. 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 So now we're going to do it. Let me turn it on to the We're moving now into what I refer to as jiggling, wobbling. You can call it jiggling, wobbling. It will look very similar to shimmy. It's the same motion, basically, you're thinking about, as the name suggests, wobbling the legs. Alright? So, remember when we did shin? Well, shinny is really just a hip, but with wobbling now, or jiggling, it's more of a twisting forward like that. Yeah, right? So it's less like shimmy. Shimmy is more like hips, like that. So shimmy is more like this. Wobbling is more like that. Or jiggling is more like that. Yes. Alright? And for beginners, we can use the hands to get the momentum. Yes. To twist. Now what you really want to think about is getting the legs, getting the hips involved in this movement. Alright? So this movement looks like that. So we keep moving in that motion. We keep moving in that motion. Right? Twist the hips. And here. That's it. We're just twisting, so we're twisting it. Yes, keep twisting, babies. Twisting the waistline. Twisting the waistline. You can use the hands, that's fine. We use the hands to get momentum. So I'll turn the music up again so we can feel that. Hey. Welcome to me good. I run out the Start from the upright. Start from here. So we have a shimmy, and a shimmy is the hips going like that, right? A shimmy is more side to side, but with this jiggle or wobble, I want you to really think about, oh, I love this music. I'm sorry. What you really want to think about is twisting the hips just like that, right? So versus a shimmy, think about twisting like that. Because the shimmy really focused on getting the hips like that, and it's very sexy too. But now the wobble gets the booty in it a lot more. It engages the booty a lot more when you wobble. Yes, better. So you can do it slowly first, and eventually you can build up the pace, and you stop. What I really want you to feel is the booty jiggling. Yes. Yes, good stuff happening, Lynn. Yes, Lynn, keep going, girl. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. That's it. Jiggle, jiggle, everybody. Good. Yes. So relax the arms. Relax the arms, Andy. What I would say is bring up, if you want to use the arms like that, and allow you to push the hips back and back. Twisting. And really focus on just doing it upright. You're going to have a slight tilt of the torso. Just a slight tilt, and just twist, wobble, just like that, until you can sort of come over a little bit. But you have to get it upright first. Oh, it's hard because I did belly dancing and the other one comes up. I know. I see it. So we did belly dancing, and when we did belly dancing, we went in 101, and one of the signature steps, as Andy pointed out, is shimmy, right? So we do another shimmy in belly dancing. So this is a little bit different because now, instead of the hips and the tummy, we're trying to engage the booty. So it does seem different. I know. It's tempting to do it that way. But just focus on that wobble, twisting like that. Yes. Good. Good stuff happening. Sandy. Keep that control, Sandy. Good. Very nice. Good stuff happening. Daniel. Yes. Keep that control. Yes, girl. That's it. Yes, Jade. Good stuff happening over here. Good stuff. Very nice, everybody. Really nice job, everybody. Doing it. Nice. Good job, everybody. Yes, Lynn. Keep going. That's it. Wobble. So keep practicing. I give you about another minute. Let's get that wobbling. Really focus on that wobble. And don't be afraid to do it slowly. You can do it slowly and engage that control. So if your wobble is like this right now, that's fine. I'll give you a couple more minutes. Don't you worry. Yes. Wobble. Try to get that control. Really focus on that coordination. So I'll just do a few here with you. Just in case there's anybody who's having problems doing it on their own, I'll do some with you. So I'll just stay in the back. I'll turn the music up, and you can just follow the rhythm of my hips, my area. It's not that you like it, it's making it hard. Hold it up, let go. motion. Keep that motion. Yes. Good. Good work. Good work, Sandy. Good work. Yes, Lynn, I see you. Keep going. Keep going, yes. Push those hips. That's it, ladies. Yes, bend the knees. Good. Yes. Now what I want you to do. Here's what I want to, I didn't mean to disturb your practice, but here's what I want you guys to think about now. Alright, so we have just a few minutes in this segment, and then we're going to go into a whining with a twerk. A whining with a twerk was a lot harder. But don't think about it just yet, please. I'm sorry I mentioned it. Sorry. But what I want you to do right now, think about the movement. Remember, twerking is all about the derriere, right? So as much as we have our hips, yes, the hips are involved, but what I want you to really think about is really elevating the booty now, even if that means that you're bending your knees, because you need to be comfortable, right? If you bend your knees and push the booty up so that you're now doing that. You can use twerk hands, put the hands here, and do the feet like that, like we're doing puppy tail. Alright, so now we're going to push the booty up, that's it. Really focus on that. Yes. And yes, move the hips from side to side, bend the knees from side to side. Let me see, come on ladies, we got to learn this today. We're learning how to twerk today. Push the hips. I'm watching you all. Before I turn the music up, I want you to catch the basics. So relax it a little bit. And I want everybody to stand up. Stand up, everybody. Stand up. Shake it out. Shake it out. Turn around. Don't think about it. I don't want you to be tired. I want you to be having fun. Remember, we're dancing. We're dancing today. I got my puzzle mat. So just focus on, just relax. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. We're gonna go again. Yes, that's good. Jump up, jump up. So ready again. So remember, you can use the knees to pulse it around. Get the motion in the knees, get the motion in the hips. So you wanna first think about staying up here, getting the wobble, and then slowly keep the coordination. It's like different levels. The lower you go, the more you bend, is the harder it gets. When you come all the way down here, that's the hardest part. So really try to get the coordination here first, and then slowly talk to your body slowly, and then you start to push right here. All right? Actually, when you reach here, that's the most difficult part. So the lower you go, is the more coordination is needed. So don't you worry, ladies, all right? Here we go. I'm going to turn the music up again. Here we go. Hold on, I'm going to bring it back to this faster music. Just a few more. Just a couple minutes on this segment, and then we're going to move on. Here we go. 3, 2, yes, wobble it out, wobble it out. I'm watching everybody. Keep wobbling. Alright, so let me turn. What I'm going to do, just for those persons who are not able to practice on their own, I'm going to stand in front of you, and you can just follow along. Otherwise, if you're comfortable doing it by yourself, you can go ahead and do it by yourself, okay? Alright, get here. Because when we on the road, it's plenty days. People on the road to the history days. Yeah. We will live with life until we dead. Put your hands on your head and just wait. Yeah. Cause it's only the money on the bed. But nobody don't we never let jumping anyway. I'm trying to best to indicate the under the influence. Feeling like the under the influence. Keep the biggest shout happening. Anywhere we go, celebrate. I know you can see it. I'm trying my best to indicate the under the influence. Moving like the under the influence. Feeling the rhythm in the song. I 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 feeling the rhythm in the song. Still pretty vibes up in here. I feel when you in the air. Everybody and in the air. I wonder if you realize this will keep the place alive. Yes. Practicing. Yes. I see it myself. Yes, go ahead, Sandy. Can you hear me?
When you go from here, you're sort of swinging this way.
I'm not hearing Sandy. Why am I not hearing Sandy? Hold on. Go ahead and say.
Can you hear me now?
Go ahead and speak now. Are you here?
Okay. So once you go,
Why am I not hearing Sandy? Oh, I see why I wasn't hearing you. Hold on. All right, go ahead again. Let me see if I hear you now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
Oh, okay. So when you go from upright to folding, you start moving your legs a lot more. Is that right?
Okay, come on. Let me just pause my music. When I move from upright to down, if I'm moving my legs more when I go down?
Yes, that's the question.
Maybe. So if I go, yeah. Let me see my reflection here. Hold on. Let me see. So if I'm here and I go down, I would think so. Because now you see that you can't cheat it with the torso. So you see when you're upright, you can cheat it by using the torso. But when you go down, that's really have to focus the legs. So that's why I say, instead of really focusing so much on up here, really focus on trying to get the legs in. Because when you go over, it's the legs that keep the momentum. Say yes. Yes, there's a lot more legs because now when you're over, the legs really have to push the bam bam back. Push, right? Push the bam bam. Yes? So, yes, the legs are a lot more involved when you bend forward. Yes. Thank you. All right?
Chris, I've got a question too.
Yes, hold on. Let me see. Oh, Daniel's talking. Go ahead, Daniel.
The knees, do they go in a bit? Are you a bit knock-kneed?
Let me see. Let me turn it first. When I go air, not really. Yes.
It seems as if your legs are coming together.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, that's how it seems. It seems as if it's coming together to give it that bump.
So it will appear that way, but let me do it slowly again, and then probably my legs will answer the question for you. I think it already has, but let me do it from here and go down. Or let me try to do it 100%. Here we go. Bam, 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 bam. So it kind of goes in, yeah. I guess you could say slightly, yeah? Alrighty, ladies. So, let me see. Oh, we have 5 minutes. Do you want to do the whining? Do you want to do the whining with the twerk? We have 5 minutes. You want to do the whining with the twerk? Okay, we can do it. Alright, ladies. So the whining with the twerk looks like this. I gotta put my puzzle back together. So, whining with the twerk, it's like that. Right? So you're whining, dropping, whining, and so I taught this one here before, but what I really want you to think about now is whining. Yeah?
Then you don't need to go anywhere. DJ Timeline is on.
So for this one, what you want to think about is the same principles that we use for whining 101 when we're doing a bend over whine. So all now you're doing is, as I said earlier, is a twerk. So you really want to bring all attention to the rear. So it's really a dramatic, think about it, really just trying to draw a lot of attention to the rear, yeah? So if you're here, the coordination is the most challenging part. It's really a whine, but now try to think of ways that your body needs to get that booty shaking while you're whining. So that's essentially what it is, getting the booty shaking while it's whining. And now this movement is closer to what the Western world refers to as the twerk, right? So when the women in like hip hop videos, this is more closer to what they call a twerk. Yes, what we did before, that's more like Caribbean flavor type of wobbling, going over and ponytail. So this now with the wine is more so what I've seen or observed the Americans usually refer more to as a twerk, right? It's closer to it. All right, so it goes here, right? So if I was to turn and do it without bending over, it would look like this, here. Right? So it's shake without wine. Yeah? So we're just gonna practice for the last minute and a half on just twerking with the wine, alright? Here we go.
DJ just on the bass up, right now the rhythm of it, feeling away, and I want to party, just party. I need the rest, you heard the last, with DJ by the wire.
Just give me a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And push your hips back. Push those hips back. As you stretch the hamstrings, stay there. Breathe out. Feel that stretch. Move the shoulders while you're there. Pushing up, walking up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hands open here. That's it. Push the hips. Shake, shake, shake. Shake it. Yeah. One to the side. Here. 2, 3, 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forward. Here. Back. Here. Back. Here. Back. Here. Other leg. 2, 3, 4. Give me a breath in. Breath in. Breathe in. Out. Hands in front of the chest. Thank you, ladies, for being a part of Dance Week Part 3. This has been amazing. We get better every time. Thank you so much for being here. As usual, I'm going to open the floor for any questions that you may have. Just a couple announcements before I open the floor. Dance Week Part 4, the final one for 2020, will be December the 14th to 18th. That's the final one, the final class for the year with Chris Corio is December 18th. That is the end of Dance Week number 4. All right? The next thing, I have been having quite a bit of demands for Whining 101 to be a part of the regular programming. So YouTube, Instagram, persons have to say, Chris, we love what you're doing in the Whining 101. Actually, if you've noticed, the most participants I've had, the best turnouts I've had for Dance Week 1, 2, and 3 is from a Whining 101. So I decided I'm going to add it to my regular program. So I have it on Wednesday, Whining 101, same 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Friday, we'll just do the regular Fitness Friday, which is really focused on just dance, hits, cardio, whatever. That's Whining 101. We're going to focus on those ondulations and everything that we've been doing. All right, so I'm opening the floor to you now, ladies. Let me know if you have any questions, if you want me to break down any movements. Let me know. I'll open the floor for the last 5 minutes, for an extra 5 minutes. Let me know how you're feeling.
Chris?
Yes. Let me turn this down.
Could you please show us the difference between an American twerk and a Caribbean twerk?
All right. Let me tell you. The Caribbean twerk is how I would do it, right? So I'm not an American. I've never taken an American twerking class, so I can only speak on a stance of this is what I've seen. So in terms of twerking in the Caribbean, we have so many different ways of how we shake our bam bam, and you've seen it in dance hall and you've seen it today. So we would do things where a twerk would be like shaking, wobbling like this and coming down, or even just a tremor which is like that, and then even the standing forward and going over. And then we also, particular both in soca and dancehall, they do this, right? So what I've noticed with American twerking, which is newer, it's newer than Caribbean twerking, that we've been doing this for several years, so I don't even know. Some persons say that American twerk probably came from the Caribbean. I don't know, I don't know, right? I don't want to get into that debate. But they have done it in such a way that their own is more so focused on like a twirling like this and bending forward. Now there's some videos, if you go online on YouTube and see how to twerk, you'll see some Americans also teaching twerk as this, which is fine because in the Caribbean we call that twerking as well. But we don't call it twerking, we just call it back it up. Back it up. Back it up, hey, back it up. Back it up, right? And you even have movements like rock back, which is all about shaking the rear, right? So all in all, there is a very thin line, and I'll go back again to the day. Remember when you asked me the difference between dancehall and soca, specifically dancehall breakout and soca, they're very similar. And I'm going to go back to Mother Africa. All these movements developed, they came from Africa, and so that's why all of them look so similar, because we're from the same region, and so we dance the same way, our bodies move the same way, just naturally so. So there's a very thin line, but American twerk, it's sometimes it looks different, sometimes it doesn't, but it's essentially the same principles. You know what I mean? Some persons might say yes, some people might say no, but to me, there's a very thin line. All right, I hope that answered the question.
Cool. Thank you. It did, yeah.
Yes. Any other questions?
Question. How do you do to make your butt more flexible, or like the back, like the lower back and
Back. Oh, so you know what is excellent? There is, and I could probably think about developing a class for this as well, because I get that question a lot as well. But one of the simplest forms that I normally bring in this class, which is the simplest way to get in, is the cat and cow, which is done in yoga. So you can do, which one is it? This is cow. And you can do it on your knees in a cow, where you brace the upper body, the mid back down. Some persons, even myself, until I started really focusing a lot more on the mid back, we tend to just arch in the lower back. So one of the things that you want to consider as well, and I really should develop a class on this, I really should, because it takes a lot. So one of the things you can think about, so I'm recording this so at least you can see it, is you want to try to find the different levels of the spine, right? So you have the sacral spine, which is down here. You have the lumbar spine, which is like right here, right in the lower back. You have the thoracic spine, which is up here in the rib cage, and you have the cervical spine, which holds up the head, right? So what you want to think about is finding those different segments and breaking them up. So you have to do things like holding a neutral spine, and then think about elevating or extending first and foremost the sacral spine. So you go sacral spine, you find it first, then you go into the lower spine, and then you start to go into the mid back, and then you start to go into the thoracic spine, until finally you go into the cervical spine, right? And you reverse it by going down, pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, and until finally you dip the sacral spine, right? So if you're able to find that, coupled with the yoga movement cat and cow, it would work really well for you. I think I'll look into developing a class on back flexibility, and I'll let you guys know about that, probably for January or so, but I'll definitely think about it, because I've been asked that several times. So really think about those two things. Yes, yes, any more questions? Yes, please, Daniel says yes, please. Okay, I'll work on it, I'll work on it, I'm gonna jot it down. All right, let me know if there's any more, let me check in the chat if there's any questions. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see here. I'm looking at my TV, so I'm moving really slowly. Hold on. Oh wow, there's 17 messages in the chat. Hold on, what's going on? How am I missing my messages? All right, let me go in. It's hard because that was from before, belly dancing. And save the best for last. Okay, thank you, it was amazing. Okay, so there weren't any questions. We're just going back again, reiterating what Andy was referring to when she said she does belly dancing, and so it comes a bit different. When we're talking about doing the wobble, it is, I know for sure, because if, for example, ladies, when we did the winding 101, if you remember when we're doing the shimmy, and we're focused on just moving the hips, dropping the hips, so we're focused on dropping the hips with our belly bands or whatever we had around our waist, moving the hips side to side, I can see where it definitely would be a challenge getting your muscles to forget about this and start going like that. So it really is a difference. So this one now is just a wobble. Wobbling, so you just want to think about wobbling the body like that. And then this one now, if you find it will engage the booty a little bit more when you wobble like this, because now you are bringing the hips forward, so the booty has no other chance or opportunity but to, or no other option but to really jiggle back there, especially when you're going down. And the shimmy doesn't really work when you're going down. Well, not for me at least. All right? All right, ladies. So if there's no other questions, I'm saving this question and answer. Remember, you have all of these classes for an entire week, so you can repeat dance week again if you so desire, okay? Thank you, ladies. It has been a blessing. I will send you the links to the emails, and we will resume classes next week. Wednesday, Wine 101. Friday, Fitness Fridays, okay? For those of you who are interested, I'll send you an email with all the details. Thank you, ladies. It's been wonderful. I'll see you later. No problem, Linnea. No problem at all.